Hey guys, Alex here, or Darby, possibly this side, Darby. I would like to take a moment of silence for the Walking Dead premiere. For those who didn't make it to the end, a moment of silence. Okay, moving on. Possible spoiler alert. I am protecting the pop of the character who did not make it. I have bubble wrap around his head to protect him. If you don't know who this is, great, I'm not going to say who it is, but it is a sad death. We are on the 24th of October, starting off for 2015. Compliments of Coles Online. I spoke about this in a few videos ago. Compliments of Coles Online as a sorry we have you the wrong fruit box. It's meant to be gave you. Thank you Coles Tim Tams Choc Banana. Now I'm hoping that everyone knows what a Tim Tam is. It's a biscuit with like stuff inside, chocolate biscuit, cookie, whatever. I'll show a photo. And yeah, the choc banana one's not really good, but they were free as compliments for, I think they must have fucked up a fruit box of mine. I think it's $22 I pay for a medium one, and they fill it up with a bit of everything. I asked for a fruit box, they give me fruit. I asked for a vegetable one, they give me vegetables. I asked for a combo, and well, obviously they give me a bit of everything. And it works out cheaper to buy it like that than it does to buy individual pieces of fruit or vegetables. They don't give you like the rotten strawberries that they give everyone else. This is why Coles is good. They give you freebies every now and then. And if you go on the one day continuously for more than 6 months, the girls get to know you there. I mean, we've got a good little bond going with the girls at Coles who give me my food and do the shopping for me. Alright. 24th of October 2015, sometime later that day. You're not you when you're hungry. Then who the fuck am I? Snickers. I was eating a Snickers at the time. I think I was doing the lawns and I needed like a sugar boost, energy boost thing. But photo. Now this one, I'm not going to read the entire thing out. I will post double photo side by side here, and you can pause and read it yourself if you want. This was a to clean or not to clean dust bunnies. And I'll read the first few lines. To clean or not to clean, that is the question. And the 1,000 natural shocks. And I'm not thinking about it, and I want to. I can write a fair few good things that are like, I don't know, inspiring. The only thing I got out of that was laugh out loud. Whenever I try and Google something, it takes forever. I'm pretty sure it was called the Ode to Cleaning or something, because I don't think I created it. I think I came up with like the whole to clean or not to clean. Okay, so I'm not quite sure if I created this or if it was something I Googled. Quite inspiring things that a lot of people on Facebook, well, fuck, they say. They say, oh, you're so inspiring, and you know, you got such goodness with the words and the English and the speaking. Not the speaking, the typing. I can type pretty good. Like, I can appear to be such a polite, well-spoken, educated person, but in the person, in the face and to the face, yeah, it doesn't work that well. Yeah, I'll put it on my Twitter. So if you guys want to see it in its full picture form, go onto Twitter, check it out, it'll be on there. It's called To Clean or Not to Clean the Dust Bunnies. From now on, nature has taken over the house. The crickets will chirp, and there is nothing I can do about it, unless I feed those that make noise to the bird. Around that time, I was starting to collect crickets for my lizards. At the time, I had tiny little garden skinks, drop-tail lizards, or whatever you want to call them. I had them in a nice terrarium that, like, I put one in because the cat got it, and they just went nuts. They went nuts. There was one. It lived in there. I had like plants and food, and it was like a self-contained terrarium that I would chuck crickets in every now and then. After a while, I found a few more. They bred, they had babies, which was fucking awesome. I'd never seen little skinks like come out of their eggs and all that. Then these like weird leech looking black things came along and ate the babies, which is devastating. I now have crickets everywhere. They always escape from the reptiles and it's annoying. But while walking to unknown places in the rain is like an adventure, maybe I should turn GPS on to work out where I am. Now this is 2013 at 11:14 a.m. At 12:25 I said raindrops are falling in my ear, or in my ears. And I don't think my eyeliner is at all waterproof. Do da 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 da. I think it was like do da day. I think that was kind of what I was going for. Back 2013. I've spoken a little bit about it in previous videos of these friends. And back then I was looking after their kids with them, or I looked after, they had 2 kids. They were little, like 2-3-year-olds, and the mother was having somewhat of a problem with these kids. She couldn't handle them both or something. I don't know. I don't want to go into it and put people down. They're horrible people, I think, personally. But whatever. Who am I to judge, right? Fuck that, I judge people. Anyway, this mother would take one kid and me and my mum would take the other kid on a drive every Thursday. We would go to, it's a playgroup, a get together with other kids, singing, dancing, and it goes for like 20 minutes. It costs quite a lot of money for the time that they were there for. This was, I think my mum had an appointment, so I took one of the kids and we walked to this place that we were going to, which was down the road, like a 10-minute walk. But with the 2-year-old, a 10-minute walk turns into a half-hour walk. Especially when it's raining and they get distracted by things. And the end. Moving on. Picture. We'll rise, but we refuse to shine. It's me and Billy. Yeah, I didn't want to get out of bed. Billy was in bed giving me cuddles, as he did back then. Now he's a snob and he walks in and wakes me up when he wants something. My 65,000 alarms are on for tomorrow. I shall still awaken after I snooze them all 30 times. Good night, people. This is 2013, and this is at like 1 a.m. almost. Now, nothing's changed since back then. The only difference is the sound my alarms make. Back then, I was just listening to whatever I liked at the time. Probably Metallica. One of my #1 go-to alarm songs is Metallica. Sanitarium. Sounds like the Wheat Bix. Yeah, so that's one of my go-to songs because back way back in 2006 when I first got my little stereo, I was living in the country, like red dirt, wood panel walls with like tiny little gaps in the wall. Old country house. Ew, I fucking love that house. I don't know if I've spoken about that before on here, but I lived in Kilkeven. I'm happy to say that name. Maybe it can get some recognition and people will love it and give it some love. Little one-horse town, cattle trucks rolled through at all hours, and it was the home of the great horse ride. Getting off topic here for my love of that town. The stereo had like the fade-in type thing, and this is back when CDs were still an in thing and iPods were only new, at least for me and people who couldn't afford things. The song would like dun 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 type of, that's a bad example, slowly fade into the song to wake me up, and I love that. These days I have a fucking Irishman screaming in my ear every morning when I have my alarm on. I don't know why I don't change it, but that's a good way to get out of bed. Motivation to throw your phone or your iPod at the wall. Good old Jacker boy. Hate him every morning, honestly. I should change the song, but I don't. But it's there all the way out of bed. 2012. I remember this one. I remember this one very vividly. And this goes into the category of why I hate people these days. Like by the end of this series, if it ever ends, I don't know, you will probably get a great in-depth of why I hate people. It's amazing the pettiness that some can stoop to. What's mine is mine. What's mine is not yours. If I happen to be using said item, that is no cause for you to chuck a hissy fit and delete me. Just remember, I didn't cause this. I didn't make the problem, and I sure as hell am not going to be fixing it. I'm sure you will see this, and I just want to say, don't bother crawling back. We're done, and that is it. Brief background on this particular set of people. A particular person, old acquaintance, I think the correct word would be. They broke up with their significant other, and the mother, who was no longer living in town, asked us to go and check on her child and to see if they are okay after the breakup. So, you know, we were on and off with these people as people tend to do when they only ring up for one thing and wanting things. We were helping them out. The parents moved back to town, back into that house that they had given the kid. I will say it now that they are very, very good scammers. When they sign up for anything to do with financial or buying things, they do not put their name, their full last name. They change one letter or they add a letter or something like that. Therefore, when it comes time to paying back this large amount of money, they don't have to do it because it's not under their name. I stay out of it because if I start getting involved, that's when I get into trouble. There's a certain line between getting involved, you know, reporting someone for, you know, frauding people. And then there's a certain line where you go, no, if I get involved, then they're going to ask questions and I'm going to have to give details. And what if my story isn't right? What if what I'm remembering is slightly off and then I'm caught for lying and I'm getting into more trouble? And that's when the anxiety kind of takes over type thing. But these people, assholes, this is why you be good to people until such time as they are not good to you, and then you can turn around and viciously attack them by blocking them and deleting them and never talking to them again. Fast forwarding to 2012, and I was working outside painting the roof with a ladder. Now, I have done a lot of renovations, as you've seen some of the things I've done in the past. Therefore, I've budgeted and put a lot of money towards certain equipment, ladders, tools, drills, hammers, various other tools that I may or may not need. These are a lot of money for someone who doesn't have a lot of money, and there's something that it's not going to be wasted. You've got it, you can always use it later on. To hire these things out, it comes down to you only hire something out, you only lend, not hire, lend something out if you can afford to lose it. That especially goes well with money, but with items and goods, only lend it out if you can afford to lose it or if you're completely and 100% trusting of these people. That goes with family members too. Like, it doesn't matter who the person is to you. It's your item. If you can afford to let it go and replace it easily, sure, hand it on. But otherwise, you know, be careful with that. But yeah, I was using the ladder. I was literally standing on the ladder, painting the walls or the gutters or whatever the fuck I was painting at the time at the front of the house. And this child of these people come walking down. Oh, mum needs the ladder. Now, at the time, I think they were renovating their kitchen and they asked for my help for some bits and they wanted everything gutted, like floor tiles, linoleum, or whatever the fuck you people call it. We call it lino. I call it lino. It's called linoleum, whatever. But yeah, they wanted everything gutted, so I went over there and I was quite happy to help them gut this kitchen. They wanted benches, cupboards, sink, everything. So I took my crowbar over there and I went to town with the husband, and I think the woman helped too. Wires got crossed between the husband and the wife, and what the husband was doing and telling me to do, the wife was not happy with, not wanting it to happen, and completely flat out went like blank, no longer talking to me, no longer looking at me, no longer did anything. And I'm like, well, fuck, I'm doing what I'm told. It's not like I'm just going, oh, let's knock this wall out. I was doing as I was told. Things got really, really, really tense and awkward. So, yeah, I ended up packing up all my supplies. My hammers, my crowbar. I think I had a sledgehammer there at the time that it wasn't mine, so I was using it over there, not leaving it there. I had my stereo over there that I took, or a stereo, and everything. I think even the kettle was over there that was mine. I turned around and said, yep, look, I'm sorry, but I'm out of here. I can't help you with this kind of attitude. And so I packed up all my crap, I loaded it in the car, and me and mum left. Now, we had picked up furniture for these people and everything like that. So it's not just a, you know, I'll come over here and help you here, take my whatever. Like, we were helping these people out a lot. And because I apparently didn't listen to her, because I was listening to him and he was ripping things out too, they turned savage and block us out. Or it was like this awkward, scary, tense, like, you're like, fuck, okay, that person really, really hates me right now. Like, I can't be in the same room as this person. I'm leaving. It was really bad. And if you're watching this, fuck you. Anyway, But yeah, back to the actual topic at hand. This person wanted a ladder. This is after all that happened. They thought, you know, they can come waltzing back. They were painting, and apparently I was meant to help them paint at the time as well. That was a fun. I didn't mind helping people paint. I don't mind helping people out. At least I didn't mind helping people out. These days, you gotta mean a lot to me for me to help you out. Because, yeah, people ruin people for me. But, yeah, I'm up the ladder, painting away, painting away, painting away. Yes, this is how you paint people. You just kind of like slap the paint on. And yeah, so it was like, I turn around, I'm sitting up against the gutter, and I like spin around on the ladder. I'm like, oh yeah, you know, hey, what's going on? Oh, mum needs the ladder. I'm like, I'm on the ladder. You can see that I'm physically up the top of this ladder. Roof level of the house, like a single story house. Roof level. I'm on the ladder. I'm using it. He goes, oh, mum needs it right now. I'm going, I'm on it. It's my ladder. I'm not going to just stop what I'm doing and hand you the ladder to take to your mother. Oh, but mum really needs it. I'm going, well, sorry, you're going to have to tell her no. Impersonations are so bad. So they sulk off down the road. They walked, by the way. Off down the road, and fuck, I don't think I heard from them after that. I haven't heard from them at all. But that's what I like about this kind of like thing. I can sit down and tell you a bit of a life story about one status. Facebook allows me to remember something, and I can expand on that. So yep, I'm still in the world of 2012. The world had not ended yet. No, that's not the status. I'm saying 2012. This is October. The world hadn't ended yet. It was December 2012 that the world was ending. And let me tell you, I was prepared. I had like 3 bits of canned food. I had some dog food put away. I had a thing of water. And I had a knife. So I was prepared for that day. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I was apocalypse ready, baby. When in doubt, watch a TV show with more than 20 episodes. Beastmaster Week. Does anyone remember that? That was a 3-season series with Daniel Goddard, who you may know from Days of Our Lives now. I think he's in. I don't know what he plays. I follow him on social media, so I know he plays or played on Days of Our Lives. But he was Dar the Beastmaster. Now this is a medieval, magic, mystic, old school Xena era series. And I enjoyed it. Obviously, because I love that kind of series and that kind of era, and yeah. Who doesn't like a guy that talks to animals? I'm logging off. See you all around. 2010. Does anyone even log off Facebook anymore? Honestly, does anyone out there log off Facebook? We've got it on our phones, on our tablets, on our smart TVs and our refrigerators. I'm sure that if someone created a smart toilet, we would have Facebook on that. And log off anymore? We're all just here, like my computer. I'm permanently on that. I open it up, I type my little password to get into my computer, and Facebook, right there. And although I hate Facebook sometimes and I don't really do anything, I'm continuously scrolling. It's a habit now. I don't log off. I'm sure no one else logs off. Closing the thingy because we are done for the day. This one may be a little bit long. I'm hoping to do them shorter. This is the 7th video in this series. I would like to thank you all for watching my new series of On This Day. Fuck, I didn't even say that in the beginning. On This Day. I will put that in at the beginning. I apologize for that. Walking Dead Day, guys. Fuck. It's bad. And I'll give you a spoiler. You've probably seen it already, but more than one person dies in this episode. Poor thing. His head. I'm protecting his head because it gets beaten in. Like that series broke our hearts and beat our own skulls in. But this person right here got their head beaten in brutally and badly. I don't think of any other words I can use, but holy fuck. Holy bloody fuck. I'm ending this now. Thank you all for watching this video. If you've kept going and watched it all the way to here, great. And tell me if you're a Walking Dead fan or not in the comments. I am on social medias. Apparently this is now my new outro with the whole like and subscribe and do other random crap that you may or may not want to do. Keep up to date, subscribe so that way you get notifications when I upload daily. Thank you again for watching, for supporting me. Although I do enjoy making the videos, editing is a bitch and a half, very time consuming. This is my 7th video, as I was saying, and I'm going to keep going for another 7 days daily to see how I go, and then I may or may not decide to cut down to a couple of days a week, or maybe only once a week. I don't know. Let me know how what you guys think. I don't know. But yeah, comment down below if you like these things. Thumbs up. So yeah guys, I will see you around, and be good to people.